Hello guys, welcome everybody. This year is going to be a little boss tutorial video for VoS on Resident Evil Village. I'm going to explain how the bosses work and how you can properly or consistently fight them. And I hope to get more people into this category with this video, to ensure that sometimes join the leaderboard, since this is a very rarely run category and I just want to see more times on the leaderboard, so I hope I can get things a bit going by doing this. So let's get right into it with the first and one of the hardest fights. Bella is the first daughter and one of the actual hardest fights you encounter in VoS. But there is a pretty safe way to fight her. Actually, once I found this strat, it wasn't that much of a reset point than it was in the first runs. So what you want to do is, you don't have to watch the cutscene, you can also skip it, you see it in the other two vids I prepared for this fight. You just let her come towards you, and once she reaches the exit, or is as far to the exit as possible, you shoot the window and stagger her. And after that you try to focus on the two ghouls first, and once those are dead, you just finish her off. She itself is a pretty easy enemy. Just bait her into an attack, don't get yourself trapped into the corridor. When she does this little maniac move, you can also dance with her a couple rounds.
Move your hand.
But usually it's just a bait, run away and attack. Bella itself, like Daniella and Cassandra, are pretty easy bosses, but this fight especially is just a pain in the ass, because if you get badly grabbed, or this is just a gangbang situation, when you have 3 enemies in your ass and they just finish you off in a team action. Like in the previous fight, you let her come towards you, shoot the window to stun her, and then you try to finish them off quickly, as fast as you can, and hope for as many multiple hits as you can get with the karambit, because the faster the safer. Usually in a run you may use 1 heal, maybe a second if you get bad luck, but you shouldn't use more than 2 heals tops. Otherwise you can probably end up having some issues later in the game. Can, especially. Like you see, shoot the window, running back, and quickly kill them. Quickly heal and try finish the zombie first, and then go for her. Bait her, run away, and attack. Bait her, attack, and don't get greedy. Just don't get too greedy with the attacks. Just do it if you feel like it, if you want to risk it. But especially at the beginning, you don't want to risk that. But that's basically it. It's just let her come to you, shoot the window, kill the other 2 as quickly as you can, and yeah, that's basically it. The second fight, Daniella, is actually, I wasn't even thinking about putting it into this video, because look for itself. It is a pretty yeah, 30 seconds, the total video.
So you finally...
Hope for a couple multi-hits.
So mean!
Block.
What are you doing?
And try chasing her. Block.
Stop that!
And try to finish it off quickly.
This is... I don't want it.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. If you have bad luck with the multi-hits from the Karambit, you probably end up not getting her in the first phase, so you have to keep a good eye on her HP and listen to the sound of the ceiling closing slowly, so you are prepared to leave her and quickly open up the ceiling. Otherwise you can probably end up dead because of the flies and her, and yeah. But if you have good luck with the multi-hits from the Karambit, it's just easy as that and short. Cassandra is not that much of a difference. In the basement section, before you get to Bella, there is a pipe bomb you want to pick up. You want to pick it up because if you pick it up, the flaming zombie, when you go up the stairs to the Bella fight, is not spawning before you. You're more likely spawning behind you, which gives you a free pass. And when you have the pipe bomb right here, you can actually use it instantly when you put the shelf aside, instead of walking to the table and pick one of those up. 3 slashes. Again, 3 to 4 slashes, depending on how good you can get them out. 3 slashes. She does a little maniac move, so you can dance around with her. Block. And finish off. This fight is most likely tanking at the right positions. Yeah. If you get the feeling on how many slashes you can get out before you have to block, you're good to go. Don't rely on staggering her from the damage you're dealing, because this most likely will happen around the 10% left, so just go for the block, and like you saw, let's just rewatch it a second time. 3 hits, block, then run away because she does the 4 slash. Run away. This actually is pretty consistent. When you run away a second time, she makes this little maniac move, and then block again. Fight pretty much looks always the same if you start it this way, so it's pretty consistent. So when you instantly break the wall, you run towards her. 3 hits, mostly, you can easily get out. Block. Again, 3 to 4 hits, depending on how fast you get them out. Run away. Let her miss her 4 slashes. Go to her. 3 slashes, safe. Then run away. Then you see this maniac move from her, and you can just walk around with her and try to slash as often as you can. And after this maniac run, she will make one single attack, most likely. You just block it and then you finish it off. So it's not that much of a deal itself. So now we get to the first major boss fight, which actually is a bit of pretty big of a luck factor. At least the first phase. I'm going to show you the first phase now, which is a failing phase. This attempt is a failure. So you just go for it, block, so you start to fight faster. You then hide into this little corner and attack her as she's passing you. Try to deal as much damage as you can and bring her under 7,000. You need to get her under 7000 HP. If you manage to get it under 7000, she instantly flying away after she is around this corner. And not made it. When you not made it, it's not a reset, but it actually is a pretty good time loss, depending on how hard it is for you to get her damaged well, and how unlucky you might end up with the multi-hits. You easily lose 40 seconds, easily. So then this here is an actual attempt. The whole fight, about 6.5 minutes, with both phases. So yet again, to try, you go in, block, hide inside, and try to attack and pray for multi-hits. And got it. Wait this little sec. Damn it. Once you made it down, don't aggressively spam her with the knife. Just let her walk around the corner and let the HP fill up to 7000 again. Then attack, because it's... I once was too aggressive on her, and somehow, I don't know why, she just didn't recover. She just turned around, she made this turnaround animation, hit me, and then she was recovering, which was pretty strange to me, but she did it. So yeah, safest way after this happened once, I was just follow her, waiting for the recover, and then attacking. Just standing here, block the flies, go inside there, make it quicker. When she does this attack, you always stay on the half of the corner that's away from her. You can pretty safely stand there. When she's rushing, sprint. If you're fast enough, you can avoid the flies. It's not always working. Block when she does this turnaround animation. When you run to the corner, you bait her in this rush attack, which makes it easy to get behind her. Don't be afraid if the flies take you into danger zone. They're not dealing more damage, you're not instantly dying. Just don't waste your heals. Healings are pretty precious in this category, and you don't want to waste them on yellow caution or something. Just let yourself get down with the HP as far as possible without dying. If you're not sure on should you heal or not, when in doubt, just heal. It's better than wasting a run. But as long as you have the option, try to avoid to heal. Same thing, just let them come, block them, and go inside. She's coming up, so hiding on the corner, as a rush, and run behind. Attack. Block when she's turning around, and run to the next corner to bait another attack. And back to her. That's basically what you're doing. You just try to bait her corner attack so you can get behind her and hope for as much multi-hits as you can get. And otherwise it's just, yeah, dodging, blocking. It's not that difficult. But depending on how good you can hold her, you can really save much time in a run. This is a situation like this. You can probably... It wasn't needed, but like I said, when in doubt, it's better to just heal before you could probably end up in fucking up a run. Baiting at the corner, get behind, attacking. This is just bad luck if this happens. This can save so much time if you can manage it. But yeah. This is just bad luck. I once had this 0.4%. That was so fucking shit. So, and now we're coming to a very crucial part of the fight. Why? Because this can easily steal a minute of you. Close to a minute. Watch it. I was pretty happy I had this on record here for this showcase, because it happened to me just twice, I guess. But every time this happens, it's just a pain in the ass. You see, she has 0 HP left, 1 HP left and 0%, and now she's falling down. Usually she is just flying away to her little sentence and that she needs blood, and starts the sequence so you can get to the second phase. But sometimes, not always. Watch her HP. She has second HP. She was recovering with 1 HP. If you let her now fly away with this second HP, she's just doing another attack and coming again to a platform, and you will have to attack her again and bring her to her knees again, which can take a long time. I just attacked her to get her down to the knees again. Best outcome would have been that she is flying away, and why she is climbing over the wall, you just attack her, so would also help. Would be the fastest way, but you can probably risk it, and if she tries to fly away, you have bad luck and the knife just misses. Can also happen. If the knife misses, then it's like said, she's flying away with 2% with 2 HP left, and you will have to wait for her to come back to the platform again. It's just a pain in the ass. It's really annoying. It really can be so fucking annoying. Especially I had it once. I was chasing her around the whole platform and didn't manage to catch her up, and she just flew away with 2 HP. It was so fucking garbage. When this sequence is done, you can attack her once or twice. It's not that bad. You have either way to wait for her, because when the fight starts, you can bring her HP down, but before she's doing her first attack, she will recover to 3000 HP. In a normal fight, this is more of a thing. In a knife fight, it's just attack her. You see, it's just attacking her, wait for her until she's bright red. Just some steps to the back. You don't have to go far. And hope for multi-hits as much as you can. And that's basically it. That's 6.5 minutes. Probably could have been a bit faster if you managed to get one fly less, but this is actually a pretty decent fight. Also depending on the HP, the heals used. So this is a fight that you surely can live with. Next big fight we have here is our little fish boy. Moreau and Village of Shadows is actually one of the easier boss fights, but it's just taking its time. You might want to practice this strat because sometimes you probably can fuck it up. And you don't want to fuck it up. Actually, it's not recommended to use a single heal on Moreau because you will probably need them. So, once she's showing, use your knife with the single slash. Not the two slash, the single slash. So slash, block, slash. Watch his HP. This was 1 slash and 2 damage hits. Yet again. This is a strat I found out when I was doing hardcore. This is actually the fastest way to damage him. But on VoS it's not that... You cannot pull this off in the normal fight. So you just want to attack him this way. Once he's done the spitting, you just do a single attack like I did now, and then you run away. Don't get hit by the acid. You don't have to get hit by the acid. It was just an accident by me. I just was too lazy to restart. But once you're hitting him again after the spitting, just 1 slash and run away. You want to get him here, because this is a very good spot for you. So this is a very good spot. You can manage to make 4 slashes with the knife here, and from this position, when you kneel for him and look a bit upright, then you have pretty high chances of various multi-hits from the karambit. This angle somehow, I don't know why, maybe it's a bit of a timing, a bit of his motion, but from this position right here, the karambit has a very high chance of multi-hits. And from this position also you are able to make 4 slashes pretty safely. So yeah, this is actually the fastest way for him to do, as I'm aware of right now. Maybe once you guys start running this category, some of you will find a faster way to get him. Maybe, I don't know. But this is actually pretty safe and pretty easy and very fast. So it's just attacking, 4 slashes and run away. 4 slashes and run away. And this is what you're doing all the time. So this is why this fight is pretty much easy once you get the trick going with the attacking and the run away. This right here. Now watch out. Once you reach the 75% limit, he's making his roll and then he's walking up. Do yourself a very big favor and don't try to get too many hits on him. You don't want to know how often he managed to stun lock me while he was walking up and just literally killed me off. Even on hardcore he did it once. This is just so annoying. Do yourself a favor and just walk away from him once he's preparing his walking up. So, don't forget the healing. And now you would just want him to lure him the same direction as before. From down here. It's not that easy, sometimes he's a little shy. But you, like before, just bait him. 1-2 slashes. And once you reach this point again, it's just same thing, same procedure as every day. This is actually how the fight is looking. At 30% left, or once you get under 30%, he will walk up again. Be aware of that. Have his HP on your eye. Because, like I said, if you try to attack him, once he's reaching the 30%, you may getting stun locked. You don't want to get stun locked. Bring him down and just run away. Because he's walking pretty instantly up there. Especially in his 30%. Once he reaches 30%, because he's not growling anymore. He's just instantly walking up. So if you have bad luck and standing right before him, in front of him, you just getting knocked down and get dealt huge amount of damage. This actually deals really much damage. And yeah. Yet again. Come on, dude. Yeah, this is a bit of bad luck, costing you a bit of time. And now. That's just basically it. So practice a bit, get a feeling for the distance of walking away and sprinting back to him. Sprint back to him and then kneel. You can also kneel all the time. You don't have to stand up, but when you don't stand up, you're too slow to come back to him, so you might miss the 4th slash and only get 3. So it's from the DPS side, it's better to stand up and run. So what comes after Fish Boy, our little favorite?
That's not good.
Big Boy. As you might notice here, I have a bit of food buff eaten here. I have this here right now because I didn't have a save file for him without buff food. But what you're going to see right now is easily doable even without this buff food. You can trust me on that. Once he's jumping down between those 2 pillars, run around and then let the game begin. You're standing behind him and bait him into this attack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's going up. He's going up once he's reaching 80%. What you can do is let a bit over 80% left, so 83 or something, whatever it stands, and then walk away from him. When he's close to the 80%, he will walk away from you and grab one of the two pillars. Either this one or this one, and you don't want him to take this one for one particular reason that you will see now. So once he's up there, he's spawning the two lichens. You want to stand right here at this position, because once they two come here towards you and you wait here for him to jump, he's jumping on them. When he is jumping on the two, there is a good chance that he will instantly kill both of them. It's not consistently, but it can happen. This is pretty perfect for us. And why is it bad when he is taking the pillar before? Once he's jumping down and at least one of them or both of the two lichens are not dead, you have to kill them. This is not easy when he is on the leash and attacking you. So when he's so once this pillar is still here and those two are not dead, he will grab this pillar next. When he's grabbing the pillar, this is the time you need to kill the two lichens. When he's taking this pillar, at first, when he has the 80% left, you're fucked. Not entirely fucked, but you will have a hard time. So you just let them come. Okay, sadly he missed the second one, but now you see he's taking the pillar. So now you have the time you need. Try to bait him into an attack and then rush for it. And then the game begins. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slashes, usually. 6 slashes is pretty sweet spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You actually have to practice this thread very often. Until this works almost every time and consistently for him, it takes a lot of practice. I didn't even count how many failed attempts I have. As you see, it just basically doesn't matter how much HP you have, or if you're just invincible. You don't need the food anyways, even at VoS. And you see the whole fight actually doesn't take more than 3 minutes when done correctly. So, but there is still a chance that you could probably mess this looping up. There is a big problem. If you get stuck either on him or on the environment or something, you will get hit, most likely. Block it, but when you get hit under 60% left of his HP, he will, with a very high chance, spawn 4 lichens, and then you will have a hard time. It's most likely that you will die once he's doing that. But there's another way to fuck this looping up, and this is when he's doing this attack. It's just not an upward slash, it's a swing around attack. Now with 1% left, this is not big of a deal. Just finish it off, and that's basically it. I now show you if this happens to you, there is a way to recover from that and keeping him looped. So, was trying to make this work. Actually, it was it was hard to mess this thing up. I tried a couple of times. So guess this was it. So now he's doing this swing attack. You usually want to get just away from him. Bring distance between you and him. Now you go towards him. You won't come behind him. This is not possible. He will turn towards you no matter where you stand. So what you're trying to do now to recover and keep him looped is try to position to him in a way that you can pass him clockwise. It needs to be clockwise. This not working counterclockwise. Never. At least it never worked for me. Maybe you get lucky. So you want to try to position in a way that you can pass him clockwise without having like a pillar or this wall here in your way. Because if you're standing here and he is there and you want to try to, yeah, you know, you're not getting behind him. So you want to try to position like this. And now he's going to do a little upward slash towards you. This allows you to go behind him. And now you can start the loop again. It again. So you know you're messed up. Just dodge it. Let the upward slash come. And the loop begins. This, for whatever reason, is not triggering any other of his attacks. As long as you made this up properly, you can actually recover. But this only works if you mess the loop up in the way that he's not using his upward slash. Just when he's doing the swing, and if you don't get hit by the swing. Let me clarify that. If you get hit by the swing, it somehow triggers different attacks from him, and he will most likely start spawning other lichens. But that's basically it. So you really want to try just to, yeah, get this going for all eternity. It's not easy, but that's how it's done. That's Urias. Once you manage, this is pretty, yeah, consistent. Next thing through the factory is actually the one that cost me more runs than any other. Even more than Urias.
You really are a tough one. But I'm tired.
Actually, usually in a run, you want to go into the door, maybe, and get a safety heal. Maybe. But here now for showcases, I just go to him. So, once you're spawning him, you wait here in this corner for his little steam animation. If you disappear in this corner right here, before he's doing this little steam animation, he will lose the sight to you. And then he's walking just slowly the corridor and will squash you to death. This was the little steam animation. Just repeat it. Do you see it?
But I'm tired of chit-chat.
So you trigger it.
Time to die.
This is the steam animation, so you're not just running into the corner. And let him clear the walls through here. Try to position about here. Listen to where he is and run away. This is to clear as much walls as you have here. And what you're going to do now is let him run in one of those, I don't know what this actually is, the iron walls. I don't know what these boxes are. You just lure him from one corner to the next corner every time. This is the shortest way he's running, and when these corners give you the opportunity to walk around with him. And walking around with him gives you the opportunity to give 8 slashes if you make it right. So you just stack him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back again to the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And run. This makes him running actually the least distance possible. So you actually really get a quick fight. You don't have to chase him all the way anywhere to the room. And you really get many clean hits on him. So now once you start getting on fire, you not longer want him to go to these iron walls. You want him to go to either one of those outside walls, either this one or this one in my back. And try to make his fire taking a direction not inside the room, always near the walls. I said try. Again into the wall and behind him. Just don't take any risks. If you not manage to get him into one of those 2 iron walls, just let him. It's not worth, because on the stone walls it's much harder to get behind him. Actually, it's pretty easy to fuck this up, and on VoS it's basically a one hit, so you don't want to risk it. You don't want to know how many runs ended there. So really try to bring him onto this corner. Walk around and dance again. If you're not feeling like getting all the 8 slashes out, don't risk it. Just then it's just 5, 6 slashes. Doesn't matter. All is better than losing a run here. And never be afraid of walking into the fire. Walking into the fire isn't that bad. You may end up using heals, but this is actually not that bad. Getting hit by his propeller is way more shitty. And don't be afraid to step into the fire to attack him too. As long as you have a good open attack window for it, just go for it. And yet again, to the stone wall. Ah, this was lucky. The fire disappeared. One of the very bad luck situations is when you mess this up and he's walking into this corner or the other one. You will don't chase him. Don't chase him. Just wait for him to come out. It's bad luck if this happens. It's taking away some time, but yeah, you will really risk your run if you want to chase him and get damage. You see, just walk through the fire to escape him. It's really worth it. For the sake of time. So now, here. Don't. It's not... You will not get behind him, not because of the fire here, but because of the fire coming from the steam pipes here. When you touch those fire, they stun you. And in a situation like this, you will end up dead. You will end up dead, no question. So you will have to let him come back. As you see, I'm in danger again because of the fire, but really it's better than get hit by him. Okay, this is now we can risk it. I'm not quite sure if I would have risked that in a run and then actually, but yeah. But you get a feeling on how this fight actually works. And die. So right after that we have the good old Heisenberg fight. I will not get too far into the Heisenberg fight because this is pretty easy. You just have this little shooting. Just try to get him, when you kill him, try to get him as good as you can on this specific spot here. Excuse me. So you make him to this spot, so he's not having a big walk, can lose a couple seconds there. So once the fight starts, you will just running towards him and attacking. That's basically it. This first animation from him here, this attack he's preparing right now, when he's just rushing towards you. If you not manage to stagger him, so that this attack is cancelled, then just let yourself hit. Blocking is not worth it, and if you being aggressive and can potentially cancel his attack, it's good. If you get hit, it's not that bad. It won't kill you. It will bring you to 1 HP, then you just heal yourself and things it. You just run back to him and that's it. It's basically click, point and click. No way. Yeah. This fight actually is not that much of a deal. Yeah, GG. Here. So the next fight, actually right after Heisenberg, is surprisingly one of the most safest fights in this whole category, to be honest.
Guarding the Megamycete, huh?
Yeah, actually, some people are afraid of him, but it's more or less easy. You always crouch before him, and you always want to be at his dominant leg. Always, all the time. whatever he's doing, always stay at the foot that is in front. Now we're switching the foot because this is in front. Now we're switching the foot again because this now is in front. And you just attack his dominant leg. That's basically it. You stay on it, crouched, and that's it. That's basically how you avoid all attacks. When he's jumping, you can block and be safe. It's you actually have to try to get hit. Once he's reaching the 80% mark, then he will start doing his triple jumps, and he's also now doing a 5/ attack. So he's doing 5 hits. Let's just get a little fast forward, because this fight really isn't that much of a showcase. Yeah, under the 80% mark, and now he's doing his triple jumps. So, and now he's doing these attacks. Switch the legs, always switching the legs. This was the 2 attacker and now the 5 attacker. Switching, 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 and switching. Always being on the leg that is in front. As you can see, 100%. Excuse me. And that's basically it. From there on, it's just a carpal tunnel syndrome fight, more it is, actually. I don't actually know what else to say for this fight. Again, switching the leg, switching again, again, and again. This is basically really the whole fight. It's taking about 10 minutes, roughly. And yeah, you're pretty much safe, you won't get hit most likely, and you're not even leaving him once, so you're attacking him all the time, which is good, because every time you leave your opponent, you're losing damage. Yeah. GG. So now we're entering Miranda. Miranda actually is pretty fucked up. I don't know how many times she actually made it to kill me with full HP. Actually full HP. She actually has the, I don't know how, maybe it's because sometimes the technique that you have with the karambit, that you're dealing an additional hit. Somehow, sometimes Miranda has the same thing. You get double damage for whatever reason. So you get hit and instantly get a second hit. And if the first hit gets you into danger, well, second hit instantly killing you. There's nothing you can do against it. So no matter how many heals you have, no matter how good you are, if you have really fucking bad luck, as I had once, 10% left, and then you just instantly dead. 10% left. It's just ridiculous.
You fulfilled your purpose.
So starting off, just go into her. She has two in her human form, in her normal form. She has three specific attack types, but two important. This here is one. When she has this position, she's now doing a little rush forward and then a little spin.
The glorious
Spin, rush forward and a little spin. Sorry for my English. Second one is this right here, which is just doing a little dance and having those little trees coming up from the ground. This is not really much worth to mention, because like you see, you just, when you stick to her, you avoid these attacks easily. So just keep on attacking her. This position here, when she has this arm right up, is the most dangerous. Don't attack her. Just quit attacking and get around her. One good tip I can give you is this arena, as we stand here right now, has a round shape here. Okay, so try to stand on her right side, pretty much on the wall of the arena. When she's doing this attack, you want to stay on her right side, and then you walk around her, okay? On the side of the arm that is down, not the up hand, the down hand. If you're standing on this side and you want to walk clockwise around her, you get stuck on the wall and that's it. She will kill you. You have to dodge this in this way.
Not letting you get away.
Here I come.
And again, this would have been a rush and a spin. On 26,000 HP left, she's turning into a spider form. Spider form is the best form because it actually gives you the ability to actually hit her, and even multiple times. In this form, the karambit has a good chance of doing multiple hits.
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
Your time is up. Now die.
So, when she's coming down, then you're trying to crouch underneath her and attack her. This gives you the best position to attack. Now crouch and attack. You can do 4 slashes and then run away. You don't have to run away if you notice that she's doing this this attack here. I was expecting that she's doing this attack where she instantly attacking you. You have only 2 options: block it or run away. When you're low on heal, you really want to run away. It's this attack. Now I was just confused because I was expecting this attack going first and then her chasing attack. And like I said, I was just a bit confused. So just block it, heal, and let the show go on. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can expect, don't rely on this really. When she, like that, so she's coming down, you're attacking her, and when she's jumping back a bit, she most likely is preparing her chasing attack. Cease this foolishness, yeah? If not, she will most likely attack. This is... You will have to react very quickly for this to get it done properly. So, and then after 22,000 HP, now she's turning into a flying form, which actually is for us and with the knife the most annoying form that you can imagine. Just try to get underneath her and get as much attacks as possible. When she's doing her corkscrew, just stay underneath her. This is chasing her down and luring her down, sorry, and gives you an attack window you can use. Here for the laugh, and just walk aside or run aside to dodge all these balls. And again underneath her after the corkscrew fly.
After all, everyone dies.
And try to hit her. Laughing. And again, it's just repeating itself over and over. Laugh, run, run again, underneath her, maybe you get a hit, sometimes, and again. So. So now try to attack her a bit more, switch the sniper and try to bring this down. To be honest, I could have spent more money on the firing, on the attack speed of the sniper, but yeah, I actually was waiting to see a couple of times, or this is maybe a little proof. It's just doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're blocking or not blocking, if you not manage to get her under 50% and this thing explodes, her spirit bomb, you won't die. Some people tried to tell me that you will die if you're not take this attack down with the sniper, and I actually never saw anyone die. And yeah, this actually was the reason why they allowed the sniper for, or at least weapon, to bring the spirit bomb down before this attack is triggered. And until now I cannot exactly understand why they allow it, because it, to me, potentially it's not killing you. You actually have to be in danger, so this could kill you, and this is most likely not the case. Yeah, but maybe that's just me. Usually you just invest a bit of money into your sniper so you can actually bring this down, and once it's down you just try to attack her again with the knife. And don't hit her by mistake, not even her wings. If you damage her once and the mods see this while they verify your run, That's basically it.
Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my house.
You can actually walk around her when you know where she is.
I will take back my
Just attack once, twice, and again. Can hit easily 3 hits.
Die, 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 die.
And 3. But practice this a bit. It's not that easy.
I understand.
First I got hit a couple of times until I managed to make this work.
If I combine Rose with a Mega
Sometimes if you don't practice this properly, you will just end up missing her all the time.
a century, all for this day.
Go in, walk away.
You won't defeat me.
You saw I just didn't get far enough away, so I was just deciding to block. She was jumping backwards, so she was preparing for these chasing attacks.
Surely you have no need of
Now,
so close to death.
walk away from her.
My goddamn daughter, you psycho!
This is just a safety heal.
Curse this ranch.
Now, down here. Again, she's dropping down. Crouch. Laughing, running away.
Those foreigners, they could do nothing to assuage my years of loneliness.
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda? You're not capable of real love.
I will not have him or anyone else.
Sometimes I also forget to crouch, and then sometimes I'm just wondering why I don't get any damage on her. You will notice the difference pretty soon when you try it.
Your time is up.
This attack,
You still
this very quick attack that she's doing, you actually have 3 options. Either you just block it, running away, or if the conditions are good, you can also running around her. Can also work.
now die.
But no matter for what you are deciding, you just have to react very quickly. This is a pretty fast attack.
Your life is over, Mr. Winters. Why do you still fight? You won't defeat me.
Like this.
Cease this foolishness. Why? Why won't you?
This attack actually is a bit hard to
I will
avoid
bring back
because
my daughter.
this when she's doing this and spawning the trees around her and they're spreading away from her, you actually avoid this attack by standing a bit to one of her sides, left or right. It's kind of hard for me to describe it, but you're standing away from her. The closer you are to her, the higher the chances of getting hit, and even double get hit. It's pretty fucked up. You actually avoid this attack by running away from her. But I was just playing aggressive and blocking and taking the damage, because actually in this try here, if you played well up until now, you have many heals left. I had in my record run 16 heals or 17 heals or something, and still used every one of them. I had a really bad fight. But yeah, nevertheless, you try to, if you play safe and don't tank all this, you just run away from her as far as you can get and try to position her as good as you can. You see the trees from the floor spreading out in kind of like a star form, yeah, and not a circle. It's not really a circle around her that's spreading, it's a star form. So you see when the first tree appears that where you have to stand, where you have to position a bit to the left or the right, so that you can actually avoid those trees. But yeah, like I said, you just have to run away from her to actually avoid this.
Die, 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 die.
In this form you can actually also do this again. Is you just have to remember all her animations, the rush and then the spin. But in this phase, this doesn't have to be the spin all the time. Now, after this rush, she can also turn into any one of the other forms.
This is the end. For my daughter.
You want to run away, and now you see me getting hit because I was standing at the wrong position. I should have been a bit further away, and I should have positioned myself a bit to the left or to the right. But as you see, a knife only, when you stick to her, it's pretty hard to avoid this attack. This again is the attack where you don't want to attack her, just run around her and let the free attacks miss. Don't risk it.
Here I come.
Rush and spin. Ah, she actually did it.
There's nothing. I shall finish this. Why do you persist in this way? Hold still.
Yeah, from this point on, it's just repeating itself over and over again.
I shall put you to rest.
This was just luck. Actually, it was just luck.
I will take back my daughter! Die, 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 die!
And you're good. Yeah, after that it's just the usual fight ending. So this fight actually can take about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, but that's basically it. That's actually all the bosses in this game done with the knife on Village of Shadows. Let me know, guys, if you found this helpful, if this tutorial helped you getting runs going, and I really hope that this video can encourage you to run this category a bit more often, even though it's kind of like a pain in the ass, especially because it's actually the longest category on the board. Yeah, for obvious reasons. Yeah. Well, yet again, thanks you guys for watching, and let me know if this really is helpful for you. Have a good day. Ciao.